Hey guys, it's Beto here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been about a week since the Bitcoin on Virtuals was launched and the ecosystem between Bitcoin on Virtuals and Bitcoin on Base was put together. So a lot of things to look forward to. I want to give you in this video a quick recap of what happened over the last 7 days, the outlook for both projects, and kind of my thoughts on what's coming for this ecosystem. All right, guys, so let's take a quick look at what's going on, or actually what happened over the last 7 days, and just a little bit of a recap. About $73,000 were airdropped to BTCB on Base community members that were holding at least 2,400 tokens. If you remember, the 2,400 tokens qualify you for Coinbase Wrapped Bitcoin airdrops every quarter of the year, and the next one is coming in January. But also, if you're holding 2,400 tokens of Bitcoin on Base, you were airdropped, I believe, 100,000 tokens of Bitcoin on Virtual. So in total, there was a huge airdrops by the Bitcoin on Virtuals team. 120 million tokens were dropped. And take into consideration, a lot of these folks that receive the airdrops are longtime holders on Bitcoin on Base. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I think it was a great idea, and obviously there's always somebody that's going to sell, but I think selling at this point at the bottom of the chart is probably, or was probably, a bad idea. So let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin on Virtuals to see how it's doing after the launch. Obviously, if you were paying attention, it launched on Thanksgiving Eve. Evening of Thanksgiving, and it obviously went up all the way to about $1.6 million market cap, just as you would expect with any launch. And then it started selling off, and it went back all the way down around what it would be like 500,000, and then it's just consolidating and stabilizing. We had a couple of sells that put it below the starting point. But at this point, the project is still obviously in its infancy stage, and taking into consideration the market that we're in, I think we're going to see a little bit more of consolidation and moving sideways, at least for Bitcoin on Virtuals. But Bitcoin on Virtuals is a great project. Just take a look at the website if you have the opportunity. And also, Virtuals, the platform in the ecosystem, is just such a great community and great environment as well for tokens. So not worried at all about this chart. I think this is a normal chart for just the moment in time we're in terms of the market. But I think eventually this is going to turn, and I think we're going to see some upper movement or rise in terms of the price, just because of what Bitcoin on Virtuals is doing. So how did this impact the chart for Bitcoin on Base? It's been trading at around $3.5 million market cap at the recording of this video, but it's been oscillating between I would say about 3 million and about 5 million. I think $5 million market cap has been a little bit of the ceiling. It continues. There's been a couple of huge sells and huge drops, a couple of these, and there's some community concern, but I don't think there's anything to be concerned. If anything, I think this is a healthy distribution from some of the bigger whales that were holding long term, that possibly bought at a really high market cap at the beginning of the project, that eventually got rugged by the original developer. So a lot of things to consider. I think this is going to be a time thing where we need to wait a little bit longer so that some of these huge wallets come on down. And just from my experience, I took a look at where my holdings are in terms of the holder list, and I've gained spots, and I haven't been able to buy in about a month or 3 weeks. So that tells me that some of those bigger wallets have sold, but a lot of that liquidity, or a lot of those tokens, have been redistributed to other wallets that are now holding Bitcoin on Base, because we are holding at $3.4 million at the time of recording this video, with a volume of $86,000, which is pretty awesome for Bitcoin on Base. There you have it, guys. Great stuff for Bitcoin on Virtuals. Great stuff for Bitcoin on Base. I think there's going to be a great relationship between these two projects, and the community is going to grow. The ecosystem is going to grow, and we're going to see great things, especially if this cycle extends to 2026, which I think might happen just because of the macros and the things that are happening externally to crypto in terms of the Fed, in terms of government, in terms of the things that are going on in the general things in the market. So please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Comment below, and I'll see you next time.